Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL West, the Oakland Athletics snapped their 7-game losing streak as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-1. Reynaldo Lopez grabbed his second win of the year, leading the White Sox to victory over the Rangers 3-2. The Tampa Bay Rays got 11 hits overall as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 6-2. Edwin Diaz got his third win this season as the Mariners got past the Tigers 4-3. The Cleveland Indians picked up 14 hits in total as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 11-6. The Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 2-1. They now have 5 straight wins. The Yankees swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 12-8. The Brewers broke up their 5-game losing skid as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-4. The Atlanta Braves swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Marlins 9-4. Ryan Zimmerman drove home 3 runs, leading the Nationals past the Dodgers 4-2. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. Brad Boxberger collected win number 3 this year, leading the Diamondbacks past the Mets 1-0. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. The Cubs allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates held their opponent to just 2 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 3-0. The Phillies went deep 4 times as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-2. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 2-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Aaron Sanchez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Thanks, Matt. Aaron Sanchez, he is the complete package. Big, strong guy, 6'6", about 215 pounds. Power fastball, 95 to 98 with sink. Great curveball and a terrific changeup. This guy is the real deal.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. He's 0 for 4. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your tick. The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Drilled to the right side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell as he hits one on a line to left field. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
You know, Matt, I'm hoping to see Jonathan Lucroy get it going. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that, because he's a big part of this ball club.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Here's the first pitch to him. Favorable call in there for a strike. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Center field. Giving chase is Hernandez. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A's strand a couple, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Andrew Triggs gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump now is Andrew Triggs. Not your conventional over-the-top, more of a low three-quarter guy, sinker slider type of guy, but he does throw hard. His sinking fastball anywhere from 92 to 94 miles an hour. He makes his living on throwing pitches out of the zone. You'll know if he's on early, getting ahead, strike 1, making him chase those bad breaking balls off the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they do come off a victory their last time out. However, that came on the heels of a streak that watched them lose 7 in a row prior to that.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on. I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Oh, and he misses it. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. He's set. Here it comes. Changeup in for a strike. 0-1. Travis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Line drive to center field. Powell patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. In there, strike 1.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Giving chase is Powell, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the second run will score. That makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, not hit all that hard, Hero. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Count now a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Swing and going to miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Two and 0 to the Jays left fielder Pierce, a native Floridian. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
The full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk. Smoke at second, Pierce at first, 2 out in the inning. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to left center, 8th home run on the season for him, and the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Two out, nobody on. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired, but not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's nothing. Here's Jed Lowry now. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. He's a .333 hitter.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1. Now this ball is popped up behind the plate for Martin. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
One out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. The average sits at 286 here to start play. Still without a home run and 4 RBIs. The 1-0. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Chapman has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
And a ground ball to Tulowitzki. This might be 2. The second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and that's the 3rd out. A's strand a couple. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. So digging in now, Russell Martin. Take a look at the splits between April and May.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Nope. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Travis. First offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the catch made here by Lowry, and that ends the inning. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Jays are out in front 5-0. Back here in Toronto for the start of the third in this one, as you get a look at the famous CN Tower there in the distance. Here's Matt Joyce now, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now Joyce smacks one into right. Lots of carry on this one. Gone! A solo home run there for Matt Joyce. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Fielder number 3.
Into the box, Boog Powell. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat.
Nope.
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. Riding in once again, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Now here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the A's inch a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's 1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Josh Donaldson. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Justin Smoke now.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
A base hit in his first trip. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger. Bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
Here's another 1-2. A bounce it to the left side. Chapman brings it in. Throw on the first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Ready for another chance. Yangervis Solarte. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with two men out. This is hit softly to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There to field it is Tulowitzki. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
First baseman number 21.
All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. Striding in for Oakland, Jonathan Lucroy, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Hard on the ground towards short. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
The catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Bruce Maxwell. He singled his last time up. Now here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. And that one just missed outside. So 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're down here 5-1. Stepping up to the plate, Steve Pearce.
Leading off the
Singled
fourth
and
inning.
scored in his first
Left
appearance in
fielder,
this one.
Steve Pearce.
Now here it comes. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Right fielder number 15, Randall Richard.
Next to bat for Toronto, Randall Grichuk. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Five runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Lifted in the air to center. Powell's under it. And that retires the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. High and deep to right center. Richard giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. Trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Dives and he hangs on for the out. Wow. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely.
There are 2 parts to every great catch. 1, getting the right route to make the play, and 2, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Here's Matt Joyce now. And he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Powell.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Hit toward the right side. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. And the runner from second is in to score. And he's safe. Here's Chris Davis now.
The fielder, Brendan Davis.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. This is skied into short left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the A's scratch for 1 on the strength of this RBI triple. Halfway home here from Rogers Center. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's 2. Ready now, Russell Martin, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Russell Martin.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The 0-1 home to Martin.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. And a swing and a miss from Martin as he'll retreat to the dugout is out number one. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Devin Travis. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's the 1-out single. So that's now 2 hits for him here today as he finds the hole into right. And as we called on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category. Ready once again to Oscar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Hits are even at 7 apiece. A bullet to first base. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the A's 2. Ready once again, Stephen Piscotty. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Just missed with a breaking ball. Bouncer up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Number 8, shortstop.
Ready for another chance? Jed Lowry. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 21, Jonathan Lucroy.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch. Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good-looking sinker on the inside corner. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pierce is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. The A's strand one, and the deficit remains 5-2. Brett Anderson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 30, Brett Anderson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first.
Leading out for Toronto, third baseman.
He reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. Anderson, 30 years of age. He was a fourth-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Justin Smoke. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-0. There's a fastball looked at for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Count is 1-2.
The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
We're going to count 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hops this one up. Anderson is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yonhervis Solarte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Ready with another 2-2. Drilled down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off for ball number 3.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
Here's Steve Pearce now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way, and looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Solarte, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Popped him up. Lucroy is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto, and it remains 5-2. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Chapman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Richard sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bat explodes as this is popped up. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Matt Joyce.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Joyce. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. 0-1, here's the pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while. but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Hit sharply on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. Pulled toward right center field. Travis is calling for it. And that ends the inning. One left for Oakland. They trail 5-2. Stepping in for the Jays, Rendell Gritchick. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Right fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. 1-0 pitch on the way. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. Rendell Gritchick leads the yard with a solo shot. His second of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now. Digging in, Troy Tulowitzki. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Rounded down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Hit well again down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The catcher, number 55.
Now to the plate, Russell Martin. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Hit back up the middle. And Martin's going to reach. He's got a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stop.
Into the box now, Devin Travis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 now. Martin, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Jays add one more on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 6-2. Here's Chris Davis now.
He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Smoke trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Xavier Cedeno is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Xavier